Well, it's not uncommon to see coyotes across the Bay Area. They usually stick to the hilly areas, though recently park officials had to kill one that had bitten multiple dogs. This happening at Crissy Field in San Francisco. But in Foster City, people are running into coyotes in places you really wouldn't expect, and they're getting pretty bold. Max Darrow caught up with a woman who found that out firsthand.
I've never prayed so hard, never screamed so hard, like probably in my entire life.
As she takes a walk through Shorebird Park in Foster City with her dog Ava, Grace Zoe has the leash in one hand and a broomstick in the other.
If push comes to shove, it's better to have something than nothing. And
it's the second time she's been back to the park since an evening that left her traumatized.
It was like a touch or go situation, like here's a pack of predators.
Grace says a pack of 3 coyotes ran up to her.
They ran all the way until they were nose to nose with my dog. They were about 1 to 3 feet away from me and they surrounded us.
She made a lot of noise and tried to make herself look big, but says the coyotes didn't really budge. She didn't know what to do next, so she ended up running, which you're not supposed to do. It wasn't until Grace made it closer to a group of people that the coyotes backed off.
I know that the attacks are rare, and thank God for that. But I know that as they become less afraid, it becomes an issue.
Although most haven't had up-close encounters like Grace did, many people in Foster City say coyotes are becoming more brazen and less afraid of people. Tristan Escott took this video, 3 coyotes seen in broad daylight behind Sea Cloud Park. Ramon Flores recently took this photo of a coyote at Bay Winds Park along the Bay Path. And Grace says she's heard about neighbors who've lost pets to coyotes.
There's no kind of management towards them, and they have endless food supply. They have no predators here, and they're kind of just like hanging out and making it their home.
So as a result of more residents like Grace reporting coyote sightings in recent months, city officials have started putting up signs like this one in public parks and along public trails.
But Grace feels that doesn't go far enough.
Having a sign that just says they're coyotes doesn't give people a sense that them and a larger dog or them and a child could be run up on by a pack.
Well, coyotes are becoming habituated to humans.
Kristen Kellum is with the California Department of Fish and Wildlife. She says relocation isn't an effective strategy.
You can't try to take coyotes out of an area. They'll just try to make their way back. We need to teach them that there's no benefit to being around a human, whether that's hazing them, making loud noises, getting big, waving your arms around, using an air horn.
A city spokesperson says they are ramping up messaging regarding best practices for coyote encounters. Grace says there needs to be more awareness, and she'd like to see more action from the city and wildlife agencies.
You know, my biggest fear is that there'll be more pet deaths or there'll be actually encounters with children.
In the meantime, she doesn't plan on coming back here soon, and will keep her head on a swivel when she walks Ava.
The spokesperson for the California Department of Fish and Wildlife says people should report coyote encounters on their website.